Please, open the door.
You told everyone we're taking a break. I made it permanent.
I'm 31 years old, and I was in the middle of presenting to potential clients at a work conference when my phone vibrated in my pocket. It was Thursday afternoon, around 2:17 p.m., and I couldn't check it right away because I was mid-pitch. This presentation was crucial for my Q4 numbers, potentially make or break for my quarterly performance. When the conference break finally came at 3:30, I grabbed my phone and saw a message from Lisa, my girlfriend of 2 years. The message read, "Hey, just a heads up. Told my family and friends we're taking a break. Didn't want you blindsided if people ask, LOL. We can talk about it when you're back Sunday. Emma's wedding is Saturday, so gonna be crazy busy anyway." RM read it 3 times, then a 4th. She had told everyone we were taking a break. Past tense. Already done. While I was 900 miles away from home, giving the most important presentation of my career quarter. This wasn't, "I think we should take a break," or "Can we discuss taking a break?" This was a notification that she had already announced it to everyone in her life. Her sister's wedding was in 9 days. I typed back a simple response. "Thanks for letting me know." Then, I went down to the hotel bar and sat there for 2 hours, ordering whiskey and thinking about our situation. We had been together for 2 years. She had been living in my apartment for the past 14 months, gradually moving in over time. We split the utilities and groceries down the middle, but the lease was only in my name. She had never signed anything official. Lately, she had been acting strange, spending more time with her friends, constantly on her phone, snapping at me over the smallest things. And now this, right before her sister's big wedding, where she was the maid of honor. She wanted everyone to think we were on a break. I pulled out my laptop right there at the bar and logged into Facebook. I changed my relationship status from in a relationship to single. I didn't make a post about it or write any announcement. Just changed the status and let the algorithm notify whoever it wanted to notify. Then, I started Googling something I should have researched months ago. Tenant rights for guests versus actual tenants. Turns out, if someone isn't on your lease, isn't paying rent directly to the landlord, and you never gave them a rental agreement, they're legally considered a guest, not a tenant. And you can ask a guest to leave your property whenever you want. If they refuse, that's trespassing. Friday morning, I called my landlord from the conference hotel. "Hey, I need to ask about something. My girlfriend has been staying with me, but she's not on the lease. If we break up, what's the procedure for asking her to leave?" He had, "Is she paying you rent? Is her name on any paperwork?" "No, we split utilities, but everything goes through my account. Nothing official with her name on it." "Then she's a guest, not a tenant. You want her gone, you tell her to leave. If she refuses, that's trespassing. You need documentation, send an email or text saying she needs to vacate. Cover yourself legally." "Ms., I appreciate it." I finished the conference Friday afternoon and flew back Saturday morning. She wasn't home when I arrived, probably off doing wedding preparation stuff with her sister. I started packing her belongings. It took me 4 hours to box everything up. Clothes, shoes, that ridiculous collection of decorative pillows she had bought that made my couch completely unusable for actually sitting. Her expensive hair care products that cost more than my entire grooming routine combined. The candles. So many scented candles everywhere. Everything went into cardboard boxes, and I stacked them all neatly in the living room. Then I called a locksmith. Saturday afternoon, $190 later, I had the locks changed by 4 p.m. I sat on my couch, which I could actually sit on now without moving 17 pillows out of the way, and waited. She came home at 8:43 p.m. I heard her key scraping in the lock, then more scraping, then pounding on the door. "Hey, my key's broken or something." I got up, opened the door, but left the security chain on. "Oh, thank God," she said, relief washing over her face. "Something's wrong with my key. It won't work." I changed the locks. She blinked at me, then smiled like I had made some kind of joke. "What? Why would you do that?" "You told everyone we're taking a break. I'm making it permanent." The smile disappeared from her face instantly. "What are you talking about? We're not taking a break. I didn't mean break up. I meant take a break, like a pause to figure things out." Cool. I figured things out. We're done. You can't just... That's not how this works. You announced a break to everyone without asking me first. I'm announcing a breakup without asking you. Seems fair to me. Her face turned red. This is insane. Let me in so we can talk like adults. There's nothing to discuss. Your things are boxed up in here. You can take them now, or I can drop them at your parents' place tomorrow. My things? I live here. No, you stayed here. You're not on the lease. You never signed anything. You're a guest, and guests can leave. You can't kick me out. I have rights. Actually, I can. I called my landlord. You're not a tenant. You're a guest who is now being asked to leave. Shimmer stared at me, actually speechless for about 5 seconds. Then, this is because of the break? Are you serious right now? My sister's wedding is in 8 days. I'm the maid of honor. I've been stressed out of my mind and needed some space to breathe. And this is how you react? By telling everyone we broke up without mentioning it to me first? Yeah, really bad move on your part. I said break, not broke up. There's a difference. There was a difference. Not anymore. She tried tears next. Baby, please. I didn't mean it like that. I've just been so overwhelmed with the wedding planning and everything. I needed some time to decompress. Take all the time you need as a single person. Your stuff is right inside the door. I can't believe you. After 2 years together, you're throwing this away over nothing. Prejudice. Over you making major relationship decisions without including me in the conversation. That's not nothing. Presumption. Oh my God, you're being so dramatic. I closed the door and locked it. Heard her screaming outside for a bit. Then I heard another voice asking what was going on. Her sister must have been waiting in the car downstairs. I heard Lisa yelling, "He's kicking me out. He changed the locks. He's being psychotic." Ragaz's voice. What? Why? Because of the break. I told him we were taking a break and he went crazy. This went on for about 15 minutes. Finally, I heard them starting to load the boxes into a car. 3 trips up and down, then they left. My phone exploded with messages immediately. From Lisa, "We need to talk. You're overreacting. I said break, not break up. This is so unfair. You can't throw me out. I'm coming back tomorrow and we're talking about this. You're being abusive. My therapist is going to hear about this. I can't believe you changed the locks while I was helping my sister." I turned off my phone, ordered a pizza, and watched TV on my couch without needing to move 40 decorative pillows. It was honestly the best Saturday night I'd had in months. Sunday morning, I turned my phone back on to find 38 messages waiting. From her mom. What on earth is going on? My daughter called me crying at midnight saying you threw her out. This is really bad timing. My wedding is in a week. Can you guys please work this out? From her best friend. Wow. Kicking her out over her needing space. Real mature. From her dad. Son, I think we need to have a conversation about this. From her cousin. You're trash. And about 20 more messages from Lisa herself, alternating between apologetic and furious. I replied to her mom. She announced to everyone that we were taking a break without discussing it with me first. I made the break permanent. She's not on my lease. She took all her belongings last night. Her mom responded. That's not what she told me. She said you kicked her out with no warning over a simple miscommunication. I sent her the screenshot of Lisa's original text message. I have the text where she informed me she'd already told everyone we were taking a break, sent while I was at a work conference. No discussion beforehand. Her mom. She was stressed about the wedding. You couldn't be understanding for 1 week? She could have discussed it with me instead of announcing it to everyone first. 911, I didn't respond to any of the other messages. Around noon, there was knocking at my door. I looked through the peephole and saw Lisa with her mom. I didn't open it. I know you're in there. Open this door right now, her mom demanded. I stayed quiet. My daughter lives here. You can't just lock her out of her own home. Still quiet. She's been paying bills here for over a year. That makes her a tenant. This is illegal. Relinqu actually laughed at that one. She'd been sending me money through Venmo for utilities. No rental agreement, no lease. Not a tenant. They stayed outside for about 10 minutes before finally leaving. I got a text from Lisa at 2 p.m. I'm coming to get the rest of my things at 4. Be there. In prison. You got everything last night, I replied. No, I didn't. My jewelry box, my Northwestern sweatshirt, my vitamins, my hair straightener. I checked around the apartment. The jewelry box was sitting on the dresser. I had missed it. The sweatshirt was in the laundry hamper. Vitamins were in the bathroom cabinet. Hair straightener was in the bathroom drawer. Fine, 4 p.m., 15 minutes. 15 minutes? That's not enough time to go through everything. Then come at 3:30. Still 15 minutes after that. Then I'm donating it. Raygost. Donate my stuff. 3:30 or it goes to Goodwill. She showed up at 3:28 with her best friend, her sister Emma, and her mom. Full intervention squad assembled. I opened the door and they walked in like they owned the place. I stayed positioned by the door, ready to call 911 if this situation escalated. Her mom started. Can we please talk about this rationally? Nothing to talk about. She's got 15 minutes to collect her belongings. Her best friend jumped in. You are such an idiot. She made one mistake and you're punishing her for it. More like 12 minutes now. Liz was in the bedroom grabbing her things. She came back out carrying items. See, this is what I mean. You missed stuff. What else did you pack wrong? That's everything. You've got 9 minutes left. Emma tried next. Look, I get that you're upset, but my wedding is in 6 days. Can you guys please just pause this drama until after? Please? Your sister announced our relationship was on pause. I made it permanent. That's not drama. That's a decision. Raygas caught you guys just pretend to be together for 1 day. Attending the wedding, his eyes went wide. What? You're in the program. You're walking with the groomsmen. No, I was her +1 who got volunteered to walk with the groomsmen. We're broken up. I'm not coming. This is my wedding day. You're going to ruin it. Manslaughter. I'm not ruining anything. I won't be there. You won't even notice I'm missing. This is incredibly selfish, her mom interjected. After everything my daughter has done for you. Submissive. Like what exactly? I asked. She opened her mouth, then closed it. She supported you through what specifically? Silence filled the room. Time's up. Everyone needs to leave now. Lips grabbed the last of her things. At the door, she turned back to me. You'll regret this. When you're alone and miserable, you'll realize what you gave up. Maybe. But I won't be wondering if my girlfriend is announcing major life decisions without telling me first. So that's a win in my book. They all left. I locked the door, both locks plus the security chain. That evening, her dad called me. We need to talk, son. I'm not your son. And about what? About what happened with Lisa. She break without asking me. I made it a breakup. We're done. She was under tremendous stress with the wedding preparations. So she made a major relationship decision without including me. Cool. I made one without her. We're even now. You're being incredibly stubborn about this. I'm being clear about my boundaries. She crossed one. We're done. You're really willing to throw away 2 years over this? I'm really willing to not be with someone who makes unilateral decisions about our relationship status. Yes. With me for another 5 minutes. I hung up on him. Tuesday, I got a text from Emma, the bride. We need to figure out the wedding stuff. You're supposed to walk with my friend Taylor. If you're not coming, I need to reorganize the whole processional. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm not attending. Do you have any idea how much stress you're causing? I've already got seating charts done, programs printed, the timeline is all set. Your sister told everyone we broke up. That means I don't attend family events. Pretty simple. She said you were taking a break, not breaking up. She said that without asking me first. I upgraded it to a breakup. She can explain it to people however she wants. I hate you both right now. Wednesday evening, Lisa showed up at my door again. This time she was alone. I saw her through the peephole but didn't open the door. I know you're there. Please just talk to me for 5 minutes. I stayed silent. Fine. You want to know why I told everyone we were on a break? I waited, listening. My ex is coming to the wedding. Marcus. You remember Marcus, right? Emma is still friends with him and his fiancée. They're both invited to the wedding, and I didn't want him thinking I didn't want it to be weird. There it was, the real reason. You wanted to appear single, I said through the closed door. No, I just didn't want him thinking I was desperate, like I moved on too fast or something. So you wanted to appear single to your ex at your sister's wedding. That's not, you're twisting my words. You literally just said you didn't want him thinking you were with someone because it would be awkward. That only matters if you wanted him to think you were available. Silence on the other side of the door. That's not, I love you. I want to be with you. You wanted to see what Marcus thought, if he was interested, if you made a mistake choosing me over him. That's not true. Then why did you need to hide our relationship from him? More silence. I wanted to see him without relationship pressure, okay? Is that a crime? No, but it means we're done. We're not done. I get to decide that too. You decided when you announced a break without consulting me. I'm just following through on your decision. Shameful stood outside my door for a long time. Then her voice came again, quieter. His fiancée is beautiful and rich, and he's so happy, and I needed to know if I made the right choice. And I did. I chose right. I want you. Jailed. You wanted to see if he still wanted you first. He doesn't. Now you want me back as the safe option. That's not your... Trim left without finishing her sentence. 20 minutes later, I got a text from her. Fine, you're right. I wanted to see if there was still something there between us. But there's not. I love you. I want to be with you. Please. Shum. You wanted to test the waters with your ex. It didn't work out. I'm not your backup plan. You're being so cruel. I'm being clear. We're done. I'll be at the wedding on Saturday. Alone. Everyone will ask about you. I'll be humiliated. You told them we were on a break. Tell them it became a breakup. I hate you. Sure. Cool. I blocked her number. Saturday arrived. I know this because social media exists, and Emma's friends posted everything from the wedding. The venue looked beautiful. Emma looked gorgeous in her dress. The ceremony seemed perfect. And Lisa looked absolutely miserable in every single photo I saw. Red, puffy eyes, forced smiles. In one picture, she was clearly crying during the speeches. Sunday morning, I got a Facebook message request from someone I didn't know. Hey man, this is Marcus. I don't know if you remember me, but I dated your ex a few years ago. We need to talk. Assaulting the request. Yeah, I remember you. What's up? Justice. Look, this is super awkward, but your ex spent basically the entire wedding reception cornering me. She kept saying you guys broke up and she made a mistake leaving me. My fiancé was right there the whole time. It was so uncomfortable. We didn't break up. She told everyone we were taking a break without asking me. I made it permanent. She wanted to appear single at the wedding. Trim. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. She was touching my arm, reminiscing about our old relationship, asking if I ever thought about what could have been. Dude, Emma had to pull her away from me twice. And then she cornered my fiancé in the bathroom and told her she never really got over me and made a terrible mistake dating you. She did what? Yeah, my fiancé came out of the bathroom crying. We almost left the wedding early. Emma apologized like 50 times. It was a whole thing. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Clang. Not your fault, man. But here's the thing. She was telling everyone at the reception that you guys were working through things and you were giving her space and you'd probably get back together soon. Thought you should know what she's saying. Roofing. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it. Millier. Also, if she tries to contact me again, I'm blocking her immediately. My fiancé is pissed about the whole situation. MX. Your ex is a lot, man. Figuring that out. So she spent the entire wedding trying to break up someone's engagement while simultaneously telling everyone that we were working things out. Unbelievable. Monday morning, her mom called and left a voicemail. We need to discuss what happened at the wedding. My daughter had a complete breakdown because of you. She couldn't even enjoy her sister's special day. You knew her ex would be there, and you broke up with her right before, just to hurt her. That's emotional misuse and manipulation, and I think you owe her an apology. I deleted the voicemail without responding. I got a text from her best friend. Hope you're happy. She completely fell apart at the wedding. Cried through the whole reception. Her sister is furious at both of you for ruining her day. Interesting, I replied. What's that supposed to mean? Her ex Marcus messaged me, said she spent the night throwing herself at him, and told his fiancée she never got over him. His fiancée was crying in the bathroom. But sure, I ruined the wedding by not being there. That's not what happened. Disarms. Fiancé would probably disagree with you. In prison, you don't know the full story. I know she told everyone we were working things out while simultaneously trying to break up an engagement. That's enough for me to know. Menstrual came back. Tuesday afternoon, Lisa showed up at my apartment again. I had installed a Ring doorbell Monday morning for $99. Totally worth the investment. I watched her through the app on my phone as she knocked on my door. I know you're there. Please, we need to talk. I didn't respond. The wedding was horrible. Everyone kept asking about you. I had to explain we were on a break. Marcus was there with his fiancée, and she's so pretty and perfect, and he looks so happy, and I needed to know if I made the right choice. Still didn't respond. Still didn't respond. And I did. I made the right choice. You're the right choice. Marcus is boring and his fiancée is shallow, and they're not even right for each other. I want you. Please just open the door. I miss you. I miss us. I miss our apartment. Our apartment. Interesting word choice there. She stayed at my door for 30 minutes, then left. She came back an hour later, this time with Emma. Emma spoke through the door. Look, I don't care about your relationship drama, but you guys ruined my wedding. My sister was sobbing all night. The photographer caught her crying in like every photo. My mother-in-law kept asking what was wrong. Marcus's fiancée threatened to leave. It was a disaster. So, thanks for that. They left after a few more minutes. That night I got a text from Emma. The photographer wants $800 extra to Photoshop my sister's red crying eyes out of all the photos. You're paying half. No, I replied. You ruined my wedding. I wasn't there. Your sister ruined it by maltreating Marcus and his fiancée all night. That's not what happened. Marcus messaged me. His fiancée was crying in the bathroom. Your sister told her she never got over him. But sure, I'm the problem here. Oh my God, you're such an a-hole. Relinquid blocked her too. Wednesday, Lisa came back again. The Ring doorbell caught everything. I'm not leaving until you talk to me, she announced. Then she sat down on my doorstep. For 2 hours. She posted Instagram stories the entire time, waiting for someone who doesn't appreciate what he has. Sometimes love means fighting, even when they push you away. Real relationships take work. Ragaz 9 p.m., I had enough of this. I called the non-emergency police line. Hi, my ex-girlfriend is sitting outside my apartment refusing to leave. She's not threatening anyone, but she won't go and I've asked her multiple times to leave. A cop showed up about 15 minutes later. I watched through the Ring camera as he knocked on my door, then turned to Lisa sitting on the step. Ma'am, you need to leave this property. I'm just waiting for my boyfriend. He called us. He wants you to leave. This is his property. I live here. I have rights. Discharged. Are you on the lease for this apartment? No, but I stayed here for over a year. That gives me tenant rights. Not if you're not on the lease and he's asking you to leave. You need to go now. This is maltreatment. He's maltreating me. Expelled up at my Ring doorbell camera, then back at her. Ma'am, I can see from the camera footage that you've been sitting here for over 2 hours. He's asked you to leave. That's trespassing. You can leave voluntarily, or I can make this official with an arrest. She finally left, but not before screaming at my door. This isn't over. You can't just throw people away like garbage. Discharged. Thursday. Her mom called again and left another voicemail. The police? You called the police on my daughter? She was just trying to talk to you. This is absolutely unacceptable. She's filing a restraining order against you for maltreatment. I saved that voicemail. Figured I might need it later. Friday afternoon, I got a notification from Facebook saying I'd been tagged in a post. It was a long, emotional post that Lisa had written. Sometimes you love someone with everything you have and they throw it away over nothing. I asked for space to deal with family stress, and he took that as permission to completely end our relationship, throw me out of our home, and refuse to even speak to me. I spent my sister's wedding alone and heartbroken, while he celebrated his freedom. Everyone kept asking where he was. He abandoned me when I needed him most. Please respect my privacy during this difficult time. The comments were mixed. Some people were supporting her. Others were asking questions about what really happened. Then I saw one comment from Marcus. Interesting version of events. Very different from what actually happened at the wedding. Lisa deleted the entire post within an hour. I got a text from her best friend. She's not doing well. She's talking about hurting herself. This is on you. In prison. If she's talking about self-harm, you need to call 911 or take her to a hospital. I'm not qualified to help with mental health issues, and I'm not responsible for her well-being. Dismay. Heartless. Hell. Professional help exists. There are people trained for this kind of crisis. I'm not one of them. Please get her the help she needs. September morning, I heard someone at my door again. I checked the Ring doorbell footage and saw Lisa standing there with a key in her hand. She was trying to unlock my door. She had somehow kept an old key from before I changed the locks, kept it as a backup. She was actively trying to break into my apartment. I called the non-emergency police line again. Hi, it's me again from Wednesday night. My ex-girlfriend is attempting to enter my apartment with a key that I didn't give her. I've changed the locks twice now, but she somehow has an old key and is trying to use it to get in. I have video footage of this happening right now. We'll send someone immediately. The cop arrived while she was still standing at my door, trying different ways to make the key work. Ma'am, what are you doing? Trimming. I'm going into my apartment. Presumption. This is your apartment? Yes, I live here. Are you on the lease? No, but I lived here for over a year. Then it's not your apartment. And attempting to enter someone's residence without their permission is breaking and entering. I'm going to need to see some ID. Shell completely freaked out at that point, started crying hysterically. The cop called for backup. They ended up talking to her for 30 minutes, explaining that if she came back to this property, they would arrest her for criminal trespassing. She finally left. An hour later, I got a text from a number I didn't recognize. I hope you're happy. The cops threatened to arrest me. All because I wanted to talk to you. You tried to break into my apartment with an old key. That's illegal. Don't contact me again. Hell. I live there. That's my home. Trimming. You don't. You never did. You were a guest who overstayed their welcome. Stop contacting me, or I'm filing a restraining order. I blocked that number too. The maltreatment continued for about another week. Different phone numbers texting me. Her mom calling from her dad's phone. Her cousin sent me a Facebook message calling me emotionally abusive and manipulative. Then I received a certified letter in the mail. It was from a lawyer representing Lisa. She was suing me for illegal eviction and emotional distress. The demands were $12,000 for forced relocation costs, $3,500 for emotional distress and therapy costs, $2,800 for property I supposedly refused to return, and a written apology. There was no property. I had returned everything. I called my buddy who's a lawyer and sent him photos of the demand letter. He laughed for like a full minute straight. This is honestly the dumbest demand letter I've ever seen in my career. She has absolutely no case here. She wasn't on your lease. She didn't pay rent to the landlord. She has no proof of legal tenancy whatsoever. The emotional distress claim requires actual provable damages, and she's claiming you have property that you demonstrably returned with witnesses present. Her lawyer is either completely incompetent or she lied to him about the facts. What should I do about this? Nothing. Ignore it completely. If she actually files a lawsuit, call me immediately. But she won't. This is just intimidation. Also, you should probably file for a restraining order after that break-in attempt. You have really solid evidence. Release. Really? You think I should? Expelled. Yeah, absolutely. You have video footage of her trying to enter your place with an old key. You have police reports from when she wouldn't leave. You have multiple witnesses to maltreatment. You've got a very solid case here. Interruptions. I filed the restraining order paperwork on Monday. The hearing was scheduled for Thursday. She showed up with her mom and a different lawyer than the one who sent the demand letter. The judge looked at all my evidence. Ring doorbell footage of her refusing to leave for 2 hours straight. Video of her attempting to use an old key to break in. Police reports from both incidents. Screenshots of dozens of text messages after I had explicitly asked her to stop contacting me. "Ma'am, did you sit outside his residence for over 2 hours after being asked to leave?" the judge asked. "I was just trying to talk to him about our relationship." "That's not what I asked you. Did you sit there for 2 hours?" "Shameful. Yes, but did you attempt to enter his residence with a key after the locks had been changed?" "It was my home. I lived there." "Relinquish the lease?" "No, but I—" "Fall back. Then it wasn't your home. It was his residence that you were a guest in." Her lawyer tried to argue that I had led her on emotionally and traumatized her by ending the relationship abruptly. The judge shut that down immediately. The end of a relationship, however painful, does not give someone the right to maltreat another person, to trespass on their property, or to attempt breaking and entering. Restraining order granted. 1 year. No contact whatsoever, no third-party contact, and you must stay 500 feet away from him at all times. Lisa started crying. "This is insane. I didn't do anything wrong." Her mom started yelling at me in the hallway afterward. "You're destroying her life. She can't even go to her favorite coffee shop anymore because it's near your apartment. You've taken everything from her." Raleigh had to escort them out of the building. I got a call from Marcus's fiancée later that week. She had somehow gotten my number, probably from Marcus. "Hey, I just wanted to thank you." Overthrow. "Thank me for what?" "Trembling Marcus about your ex after the wedding. She kept trying to contact him afterward. Sending messages through mutual friends, showing up at his gym. It got bad enough that he had to file a restraining order, too. But because you'd told him what was going on, he documented everything from the very start. It made the whole process much easier." Azramia. "Wait, she filed a restraining order too?" "Yeah, got approved yesterday. Between yours and his, she's basically not allowed within a mile of half the city at this point." Silenced. "Wow. Yeah, she's clearly not well. I really hope she gets professional help. But thank you for giving us the heads up. It really helped us handle the situation properly." Jiang. "No problem at all. I'm sorry you had to deal with any of this. Last I heard through mutual acquaintances, Lisa is back living with her parents. She lost her job after missing too much work due to what she called mental health days that turned into weeks. Emma isn't speaking to her anymore. The wedding photos cost an extra $800 to edit out her red crying eyes, and Lisa refused to help pay for it. Marcus and his fiancée are getting married in 3 months, and Lisa is definitely not invited to that wedding. Her best friend has distanced herself after realizing how much of Lisa's story was complete lies. As for me, life is genuinely good. My apartment feels like it's actually mine again. Work is going really well. I closed that deal from the conference and got a substantial bonus. I started dating someone new about 2 weeks ago. Met her at a friend's barbecue. She's a physical therapist who owns her own practice and has her own apartment. We're taking things slow and getting to know each other properly. On our second date, she asked what happened with my ex. I told her the entire truth, all of it. She was quiet for a moment, then said, "So she wanted to appear single to test the waters with her ex-boyfriend. And when he wasn't interested in her, she wanted you back as the safe backup option. And you said no." Exactly right. Unin's good. That takes real spine. A lot of guys would have caved and taken her back. We're going out again this weekend. For everyone asking if I regret how I handled this situation, no, I don't regret it at all. When someone makes major decisions about your relationship without including you in the conversation, believe their actions. When someone wants to test the waters with their ex while keeping you as a backup option, let them drown. She wanted to announce a break so she could appear single at her sister's wedding. I changed my Facebook status to single that same day. The algorithm did its job. By the time the wedding happened, everyone knew we weren't together anymore. She spent that wedding trying desperately to win back her ex-boyfriend. He rejected her completely. She lost her mind, ended up with 2 restraining orders, lost her job, and lost her friends. All of this happened because she couldn't just have an honest conversation with me. My relationship status still says single, but I'm not worried about it. When the right person comes along, I'll know, and she'll be someone who makes decisions with me, not for me.